Hello, beautiful people. I welcome you to another episode of our Truck Talk and our Truck Business. So, on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the theft happening around trucking industry, and I think it is something every trucker have experienced, and we're supposed to have put a stop to it by now because we have the power. But I think we are not ready for it. And this video was inspired by the other video I posted where I narrated a story on how a thief broke into my truck and stole my 2 phones. So something of this nature has been happening for even before we became a truck driver. So it has been happening for ages. But I think it is very simple, and if we really want to stop something of this nature, we can, because we have the power. Alright, before we continue, it's about Ogbulegodwin, aka Niger Trucker, in case you are coming across my channel or any of my social media handle for the first time. So all I talk is trucking talks, and let's go. So, like one time when I was working in Enugu State, I was driving low bed, and there was a park we normally park where new artisan market at that time. So there was a lot of theft going on. We didn't know how to curb that. You would just park your truck and taking a nap, and somebody will go under your truck and lose your kickstarter. In the night, they will take your battery, they will take your fuel. A lot of things we were losing a lot of things to an extent that we decided to put a stop to it. You know, these days, somebody may just see it. You may just be sitting in your truck and you see somebody taking something from a truck, and you will think that maybe it is the motor boy or it is the driver taking that. So, but what I do these days is, if I see somebody I have not seen, when I park, I must know the driver of that truck I parked closer to. I must know that this is the person so that anybody that comes close to any of the truck there, I will question the person and ask him or her what she or he is looking for. And for some time now, I have been doing it, and I can tell you categorically that I have caught some thief. Because even if it is motorboy, there are some kind of things you take out from truck, and I will know that this is a kind of theft. So I will confront the person. If it is the driver, he will show me his or her ID card that I'm the person driving this truck. If it is the motorboy, I will tell him, call your boss. Then I will be sure that it was your boss who asked you to remove such a thing. Like if I see somebody siphoning fuel, somehow you are siphoning and be looking as if you are being watchful, I will confront you and ask you, who asked you to siphon the fuel? If it was your boss, you must call up your boss, and your boss will come here and clear himself. So I have done this, and I caught motorboy. One time he was trying to remove the battery. When I asked him, he said that it was his boss that asked him to borrow somebody's battery. I told him to show me the person that needed the battery to start his truck. He didn't show me nobody. He said it was like he's taking it on top bike and going somewhere to give the person. I told him to call the boss. You must call your boss who asked you to borrow somebody's battery. So when he called up his boss, it was an Hausa man. He was speaking in Hausa, and I told him that I couldn't understand what he was saying, that he should speak in Pidgin or give to somebody who can speak to me in Pidgin. He did, and I asked him to come, that something is happening in his truck, that something terrible is happening, that he should rush and come. So because of this, he rushed down. When he came there, I told him what happened, and he confronted his boy. His boy started speaking in Hausa. So they later narrated to me that the boy was trying to take the battery somewhere and sell the battery. That is how we caught that one. Assuming I was like looking at it was a motorboy and I didn't flip. That was how the boss will come back and we start looking. And even the motorboy will be among the people looking for the battery. They will be talking about thieves stealing things and all that. So in Enugu then, we met after a very long time of this theft happening. We met and concluded that anybody at all coming close to your truck asking you to buy something he has in his closet, whether kickstarter, battery, fuel, or phone, you should pin the person down. Ask him to bring the thing that he wants to sell. From there, you take him to the Drivers Association's gathering office. That is muster point. If you take the person there, let others know what is happening, and they are going to verify where he or she removed such stuff. And that is how we were able to stop those theft in that particular park. And again, we discovered that all these people that sell all these parts we buy, they sell old stuff like used Kickstarter, used battery, used side mirror, used headlights, a lot of things they sell. And it's not like they are importing it directly from other countries, or they bought it from people that butchered their truck. No, they bought it from individuals who brought it inside their shop to sell. Like those are the thieves who removed it from somebody's truck and take it to them. So when we discovered this is what they do, if we are looking for something, we will go to their shop and we will force them to bring out the things they have in their closet. And if they refuse, most of the time you will just casually go there and you will see a Kickstarter and you will seize it. You will seize the Kickstarter, you will call other drivers notice and tell them that this Kickstarter belongs to you. And we will fight it and we will collect the Kickstarter from them and give it to the person that claimed he's the owner, even if you are not the owner. So we will just like doing this thing to put fear in them so that they will stop buying stolen stuff. That is how we did it. And to an extent that they were the one that started apprehending all these thieves. Anybody that comes close to them asking them to buy something, they will apprehend the person and alert us. That is how we started curbing theft in that park. And before I left, like months later, nobody complained of fuel theft, battery theft, and all that. And that is how we stopped it. So I'm begging drivers, if you see somebody who even if it is the driver, make sure you go there and confirm it is the driver. Or you see a motorbike doing something, make sure it was the driver that sent him. Don't just relax, after all, it is not your truck. Because if it happens to that person's truck, if you make any mistake and leave your truck, that is what they are doing to do to your truck exactly. So make sure you look out for others. If you do this, we are going to curb theft in the trucking industry. I can categorically tell you that trucking industry is where the highest theft is happening. Imagine just parking your truck and taking a nap and somebody will go under your truck to lose your Kickstarter. And you will wake up very early in the morning, 4 o'clock, to hit the road. Very early in the morning. And you will put on your ignition and your ignition wouldn't come on. They have removed your Kickstarter. That is the worst thing that will happen to you that day. How are you going to complain to your company that they stole your Kickstarter? So it is very terrible. Let's help ourselves, and the industry is going to be accommodating and even encouraging. And this is all I have on this episode. Thanks and remain blessed. Bye-bye.